It will show you how to distribute your survey again. So let's say you already sent out a survey and you want to distribute it again. Maybe you want to use different distribution methods. There are a few small nuances that you really want to understand and pay attention to, so I'll walk you through it right now. So let's say this survey has been distributed, or actually let's just pretend this is a new one. So I'll go in new and I'm going to choose link. So what I'll say, we'll call this one one survey via link. All right. So I'll go ahead and create it. Now what this is going to do, it's going to obviously create the survey for me, but within the survey it's going to be my distribution. So if I click refresh here, there is my survey, and if I go into the related, this is my distribution, and obviously we called our distribution one survey via link. So this is all good. All right, so it's been distributed. Now I can click on this link and go and fill out the survey. Now here's what happens. Let's say I click publish again. I go to manage existing. You can see this is one that's already been distributed using the link. Now here's the thing. If you go ahead now and then do publish and then do new, and you choose the same distribution method, and let's say I'll put in here to test, we'll call this one survey link. Click to create. Now in your head what you're expecting is another distribution here. So if I go into the survey in here, go to the related, you're expecting another entry in here with another distribution. That's not going to happen because you've just used the same method and you will already have something that's active. So we're not going to go ahead and create another one for you. In order to create another one, what you need to do of the same type, you need to disable the first one. So if I go and click publish, go into manage existing, go next, and I disable this, click close, publish, new, do it via the link, and now if I just go ahead and call this test, well, we'll just call this one to survey link, click to create. Now if you go back in here for a second, go into the related, you can now see there are two distributions. So the first one we obviously disabled, now the new one has been created under the same one, which is what we call the to survey link. So that's how you can make sure that if you're creating a distribution list, make sure the previous one is disabled. Now, this same scenario, you can create a new distribution if it's a different distribution method. For example, if I go publish, I click new, and I choose, let's say, object, go next, choose contact because that's what's based on, contact ID, I'll add a condition, and I'll say last name contains blogs. Next, we'll do custom email. I'll call this one satisfaction survey. Insert web URL, click next, formtitan.com, and I'll call this one 3 survey object. And let's do click send. Now, obviously, if I go back into the survey now, and we'll wait for a second, you will see that there is now another one in there, which is active. But the only reason it's active because it's a different distribution method. The distribution method is email, whereas previously the distribution method was shared link. So if you now then go ahead and create another email distribution method, it will work only if it's on a different object. So these are the small nuances that you must understand, that when it comes to link, make sure if you want to create a new one, you must disable the old one. In here, if you want to create a new one on the same object, you must disable the old one. And you can do that when you click publish, go to manage existing, have a look, different entries that you have available, which one is necessary, which one is being disabled, which one's active. If you're creating a new one and you're like, oh, I've created it, but I can't see it in Salesforce, chances are the same distribution method has already been created and is active. Therefore, you must disable the old one before creating a new one. And that's all there is to distribution survey in Titan Survey.